Happy Sunday. I just wanted to go through the assignment for today. First and foremost, some of you guys sent me some Schoology message. I'm feeling much better. Thank you guys so much. I'm looking forward to coming back on Wednesday, still kind of in recovery mode, but I'm really glad I'm still able to teach at least a little bit while even though I'm not there. I know you guys got cut off on Friday. I'm just like catching up on messages, but I appreciate you guys being super flexible. Your annotations look great. My goal is to be totally caught up on grading before I come back because right now I'm just kind of sitting and recovering. There's only so much you can do of that. So I'm gonna really work hard to get that all taken care of. So the learning targets are the same. We're going through this idea of definition, looking at a universal idea, and also using figurative language. And the one thing I'm going to call to your attention today is a metaphor, because I would love to see one in the assignment that we're going to do today. Okay, so you guys read How It Feels to Be Colored Me. Zora Neale Hurston describes being colored me as like not being tragically covered or feeling most colored when she's being thrown against a white background. The metaphor, though, comes right here. It's actually more of a simile. She says she feels like a brown paper bag of miscellany being propped against a wall. She has all these contents in her and she just doesn't quite fit together. So I want you guys thinking about instead of using something like a simile, remember a simile is a comparison using like or as. If we wanted to do a metaphor, we would be taking the like out. I am a brown paper bag of miscellany. So she basically feels so out of place being colored. She talks about being at Barnard College and trying to assimilate herself with these people, especially talking about music. So she kind of readily talks about herself kind of moving forward. So what you guys are going to do is how does it feel to be yourself? Zora Neale Hurston's essay really answers that question, but you're going to write a response no shorter than 2 paragraphs about how it feels to be you. I want you to think about the ideas. I'm going to give you guys some ideas to maybe get you started in terms of organization. First of all, what is it your claim? That's going to really be that first topic sentence. And you can use each paragraph to talk about 2 different ways it feels to be you. I want you to think about it universally, not just concretely. And then using evidence. So, what are some of those significant events that have made who you are? What are some of your passions? Think about how you see yourself and the way you want the world to see you. How do these events define what your identity? So how does it go back to that topic sentence of how it feels to be you? I want to see at least one metaphor or simile, just like it to describe how it feels to be you. And the response is you. There is not a right or wrong answer to this. It's just about organization. So here, when you think about what your claim is, you could very easily say, to be me, it feels like blank and blank. It feels like I'm oppressed and I lack an identity. So one paragraph could be this idea of oppression. One paragraph could be an idea of lacking an identity. You could say to me it almost feels trapped. Trapped could be a paragraph, then you could do something else. Think of it as writing a standard paragraph. Just like we have in class, but I want you thinking outside of the box a little bit. Think about how do we define you as you? There's not a wrong answer to this. There's not a wrong organizational pattern to this. I always like to say give 2 pieces of evidence per paragraph. So, for example, use this idea of being trapped. Give me 2 examples that define how you feel trapped in your life. I feel really, I'm being very dark using these very dark examples. If oppression is one of yours, what are 2 ways that you feel oppressed? And that could be your 2 pieces of evidence. So that's how I would kind of approach this. I put this assignment in and I've kind of giving you at least a start. It's in Schoology for you guys, but this is going to be due at the beginning of class on Wednesday. Just if you need inspiration, go back to what Zora Neale Hurston did. Also, make sure that you're using a metaphor that you feel, or I'm sorry, a metaphor or simile. You could say, a tr- I am a trapped dog. I don't know. Or I feel like a dog trapped in a cage. That would be your simile. So just be thinking about that, okay? This response really is about you. I want you to be creative, and I'm not going to be there really to help you. So I'm hoping I see even more creativity from that. So these are due at the beginning of class on Wednesday. I'll be more readily able to answer questions tomorrow. Have a couple of follow-up doctor's appointments, but I'm looking forward to seeing you guys when I get back on Wednesday. Thank you guys for being so awesome.